How's it going there, folks? This is Quinn, that's Snazzy iPhone Guy, and this is the video review of Keyport, which will start at $49.99 US and go up to however much you choose. Now, this is a very interesting product. If you're anything like me, you probably don't like keys. Now, this is mostly a male problem, but when you put keys in your pocket, ladies usually can put them in their purse, but when us guys put keys in our pockets, oftentimes when you have several keys or even just one, you'll notice that the key jabs into your leg, does this, that, or the other, and it actually really hurts. And this has always been a problem for me. I've never liked it, and it hasn't been a big issue because I don't have a ton of keys. But when Keyport came out and I saw this product, I was like, I need me one of those. Now, obviously, it's not just so that keys won't poke you in the leg, but it's really to streamline your keychain, and it's a very interesting product. Now, this is the Keyport SLIDE version 1. It's a very, very unique product, and we'll get to it itself, the product itself, in just a second. But what happens is you order your Keyport and you take pictures. The Keyport has a form on their website. You print it out and you'll say, okay, Keyport, here's my keys. And Keyport will take a look at your keys and send you blank blades of your key tap, because for every key you notice that the form is different and there's just a different blade style. Now, you'll need to go somewhere to get the actual key fitted or, cut, and I went to Home Depot and I just gave them my original key. I gave them the blank slide and they threw both into the machine, and it cut away and it was able to get my key right. But it's a very, very easy process that isn't too painful at all. And again, it can really streamline the way you use your keys. Now, I've never had a problem with keys in the past because we don't usually use keys a lot in my house. In order to get into my house, we have a biometric fingerprint scanner as well as a very extensive passcode to move all the deadbolts on our door. So, we never have needed really any keys because it's all done electronically. That being said, if you have a car, which I do when I drive a car, there is a key, and there is no biometric fingerprint scanners to get into your car, and I did have a keychain. Now, this is an additional house key. Again, I don't really use this. I just got it because I thought that maybe I'd need it when the power went out or something like that. But what you have is you have these little spring-loaded, they're called nodes, and they're little things with a spring on them, and they pop into the actual key. So I put this in the Keyport key. These blades, by the way, cost $5 a piece, and then there's accessories, which I'm going to show you in a minute, which will cost you, they start at $6 and go up depending on which ones you want. But that's another great thing. This door doesn't pop off on the back unless you slide all your keys up, so you know that this doesn't come off with ease. I mean, it does require effort, so all your keys are kept safe. But all you have to do is take this spring-loaded node blade, stick it into the Keyport right there, you push down, and there you go. It's locked and loaded. And all you have to do is seal your Keyport up with this end cap once again. If I can get it to work. Okay, now the Keyport itself is a very interesting product, as I stated before. And what you're able to do with these nodes is push down and slide forward. They're not going to slide forward unless you push down on them. So until I push down, it won't slide forward. They're pretty well kept. Which means that all my keys are enclosed in this compartment. I can keep up to 6 keys in this very, very, very tiny little thing. This is one thing I didn't really know about the Keyport until I held it in my hand. This thing is tiny. I mean, if you take a look at this compared to the rest of my hand, this thing is tiny. And the fact that it fits 6 keys is pretty impressive. Now, again, all you have to do to make your keys come out is you push down on this and you slide forward. So there's my car key. There's my house key, and you can spin them in the lock right from here. Now, there are a couple things you do have to note. My car key, no problem, I slide it in. I can put quite a bit of force on this without issue. That being said, though, my front door key, since we never use it, is rather sticky. The lock is really hard to open, and I noticed that when I tried to open it with the Keyport, I got a little bit nervous because I was putting so much force on this Keyport, I thought I was going to break it because it is a plastic device, and even though it is very strong, there are some key ports that, there are some key slots where if it's so tough to move the deadbolt that your Keyport can't do it, you should probably you know, lube it up or something. But that is something to note. If you have a really tough or sticky lock, the Keyport may not be the best option for you. But you've got your keys right here. I've only got two, again, once I stated. You can slide them both out simultaneously for reasons that you don't really need to do. This comes in several colors. For $49.99, you get the base model. The base model, you can choose any color you want, I believe. There's like tons of colors: spectrum, blue, black. This is the champagne color. It looks kind of silver right now, but it gets like really yellowy and really pretty in the sun, and I just really like the way this changes colors. But again, there's several colors that can fit you and your personality. But that is the product itself. Now, it isn't without its woes, because as great as it is just sticking this out and sticking it in my ignition and turning my car on and driving away, there are some problems for some cars. Now, if you have a older car, and I've seen, my friend has a Volvo from '98 and hers is chipped. My 2002 Subaru Impreza is not a chipped key. If you take a look at your key and where the head of the key is, where the big heavy part is, there's a big plastic enclosure. Chances are there is a fob or an RFID tag inside, and that is what allows your car to start. Now, you could get a mold of this, or you could get this key done, you could get it cut out, and you could open the doors on your car, no problem, but it would not start your car, and in fact, your alarms, the alarm on your car might go off. Chipped keys basically just make sure that your car cannot be stolen, and so Keyport, if you do have a chipped key, you can send it into Keyport, and for $20 they'll dissect your real key and throw the RFID tag into another slide. But keep in mind, that does take up another slide. So that is something to note, something that's a bit of annoyance. If you have a newer car, like my mom's 2008 BMW 335xi has this problem, my neighbor's Prius has this problem. If you have an actual RFID key wherein you don't actually need to put the key into the ignition, you hop in the car, it knows you're there, you push the start button and you drive away, it will not be compatible with Keyport, which is a bit of annoyance. And really, this is for people who have a lot of keys on their keychain and they want to streamline the way things work. Now, there's also a lot of accessories you can use with your Keyport slide. I have several myself, as I only have 2 keys. They have a flash drive right here. This is a 4 GB model, but they also offer an 8 GB model. Very thin, very streamlined. You just throw this into your USB port and you're good to go. You can slide this back and it's right back into your keychain. I really like that. They have an LED light. Again, it's not the brightest light, but when you're in like pitch black situations and you need to put a key in something, the fact that these shoot in the same direction is awesome, because I can put this key out and also open a door with my key at the same time, which is just quite honestly a brilliant idea. And then last but certainly not least, they have a bottle opener. Now, these different accessories are going to run you different prices. The flash drive is the most expensive. I think that LED is $10 and the bottle opener is $6. But you know, it is a pretty interesting product with accessories, and the fact that this is expandable means that there could be more accessories coming in the future. And it's just a really brilliant product. Again, it's not for everyone. If you have a chipped car, if you have a chipped house, you are going to experience some issues. It isn't compatible with some keys, like super high intensive security keys may not work. So you do have to go to the Keyport site and make sure that all of your keys are compatible. They have a sweet auto finder. You just enter your model, making year of your car, and they'll tell you if you need a chipped key or not. And it's really handy. But I really like the way the slide has been, not only because it's streamlined, it makes it so keys don't puncture me in the leg, and not only because it's small, but because people like turn heads. I pull this out, put it in my car, and people are like, what in the world is that? It's a really cool product. Keyport has an excellent customer service, initiative. If you're not happy, they're not happy, and it really is true. They're a great company. There's a serial number, so if you do happen to lose your Keyport, it says reward if found. Keyport will reward the finder of your keys. I think it's a $20 coupon code for the Keyport store, which is nice to see, and I think they might even pay for shipping, which is really cool, because if you do lose it, peace of mind, if someone finds it, you'll get it back. The Keyport slide is very interesting. Again, it's a little bit pricey, $50 for the base model, $5 for the blades, and for the accessories, it's a little bit more. So it's not for everyone, but I think it is a pretty cool product with a lot of potential. And if you want one, you can save 10% off of your Keyport by going to mykeyport.com and using the coupon code Snazzy10A. That's below, and it does expire August 5, 2011. So Be sure to order that while you can if you're interested in the Keyport SLIDE. I love mine, couldn't go without it, but it is a little bit of a weird thing. It's a bit of a commodity item, and not everyone really needs one. That being said though, it is a great accessory, and I recommend you check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, and as always, stay snazzy. See you later, folks.